Welcome to the regiment.
You're being deployed on an emergency basis. Belfast.
Listen, I don't want you worried about me, okay? I'll be fine, promise you.
Soldiers missing. You left me behind you.
It's very much a thriller, like a chase movie. But you know, that was what attracted me to it. I thought sort of the characters' objectives were all pretty not well simplistic, I suppose. Like playing this guy James Quinn, I've got a really straight up motivation. I just really want to find this guy and kill him. So I was like, I can play that. There's not much. What I liked about the character was that there isn't a huge amount of conflict. He very much knows what he wants and he pursues it relentlessly. And oftentimes characters are quite complex because they're human people, and that's fascinating as well. But it was nice. It was almost nice to play a character that was just a very simple objective.
And like it is quite down the line. There is no side taken, but you are the bad guy. I mean, if you're going to look at it as Jack O'Connell as the good guy.
Yeah, I guess that's how people might perceive it, yeah.
A simplistic look would be...
A simplistic look might lean you in that direction, yeah. There's a good guy and a bad guy.
Was it fun to play the villain? The kind of the menacing guy stalking around?
It was, I mean, I loved making it. We spent sort of the first 3 weeks we were in Sheffield doing night shoots, and myself and Sean Harris spent a lot of time under a rain machine together. Which isn't a sentence I thought I'd ever really say. So it was quite an intense shooting environment, and Jan's a really sharp, really confident director.
And was it tough too, because the film runs at just under an hour and 40 minutes?
Yeah.
And there's so many characters, and there's so many great actors as well, but did you find it tough to kind of put your own mark on the character, because you're not on camera that much?
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's the script was a lot bigger. And in the editing process, they had to narrow it all down, because you've got to when there's so many things going on, it's very easy to lose focus. And I think they wanted it to be very much Jack's sort of journey over the course of this night. And so the story is more focused on him. But yeah, I mean, it moves at a great lick. It's got a really good pace to it. And I think if you spend too much time exploring the other characters in too great a depth, you'd probably lose interest to some degree.
But obviously something that people have talked a lot before is the accent, because obviously in Love Hate you don't sound like this in Love Hate, and in 71 you pull off a great Belfast accent, like the whole cast does. So
I just do funny voices, basically.
Who do you think?
Funny voices and hairstyles is
who do you think had the best accent, and who do you think had the worst accent? Barry didn't talk a lot. Is that because
Barry didn't say much? That might have been a personal choice. Cutting lines so he doesn't have to speak. I don't know, man. I think the accents were all pretty solid. Jack O'Connell had the best Belfast accent, actually. That's where I'd go with that.
Now, because I've run this by a couple of people, and there's the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, and I think you're the opposite of that now, because I've gone through your IMDb. The 6 degrees, every single person in the world is only 6 steps away from having worked with Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
I have a Bacon number of 2 of a friend who worked in a film with a guy who worked with Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, sure.
But everyone you go through your IMDb list and all of your films and TV work.
Sure.
A lot of the actors are the same between Peter Coonan and then Barry. You have 2 more films coming out this year with Barry?
I've done two other films with Barry, yeah. Traders and Trespass.
So did you ever get sick of seeing the cast list when you finally sign on to something and be like, oh, it's those guys again?
Yeah. Some new faces might be interesting. No, man, it's nice actually, because you've got a relationship with them, so it's much easier. You don't have to get to know each other. You can just get straight into it,
Because the film is so fast-paced and there's so many characters all kind of interspersed together, you don't really get a chance to actually interact with so many of them for a long time. Mm-hmm. Is it tough to create tension in such short scenes?
Well, we're around each other all the time. We were shooting on location in loads of different places, and we found obviously the flats that look like the Dibbets flats in 71. So we're around all the time. We're shooting at night mostly, so it is quite an intense set anyway. But yeah, it's quite fast paced. But we were given the time to create that tension.
Because the film is so fast-paced and it's only an hour and 40 minutes long, it would run the risk of maybe glossing over some of the characters. But thankfully, it doesn't, and you get a good backstory for a lot of them.
Yeah.
But is there added pressure to kind of make it your own, considering that you're not on camera for that long?
No, I think it's a really good script, and the camera just dips in and out of people's lives, and you open a door and there's a little life in there, and you close it again, and the film moves on, and that's life, and we're kind of prepped. We know what it is, and we just go and do it. And anytime we're on camera, we just do our scenes and we just get it done. But we had a great time doing it, we did.
You're involved in one of the most gruesome scenes of the film, but between that and Love, Hate, and then your episode of Quirk, and you're in a Viking film coming out at the end of this one, is there no temptation to just take an easier role, just take it, sit back and relax?
Oh, it's just the story. Whatever, if a story appeals to me, I'll do it. I could be in a musical tomorrow if the story was good. It's storytelling. It's about a good story, really.
Are you on purpose looking for more out there roles to give you a chance to shine, or is it just what pops up and you like it?
It's what pops up and what appeals to me. I loved this script when I read it. It's just a beautiful, beautiful story. It's so unforgiving to both sides, and it's so truthful. So that's what appealed to me about 71.
Did you know that the first thing that pops up when you Google Charlie Murphy is Eddie Murphy's brother?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. But,
I do. I get that all the time.
But I checked today, and the first time ever, you were number one.
Woohoo!
Yeah, so you finally the number one Charlie Murphy.
Well, hey, that's
So
good.
congratulations.
Thank you. It's a big day.
A big day. So what's next then to finally cement your place as the number one? What do you have in the works?
I'm doing a play at the moment in the Abbey called Our Few and Evil Days, with Tom Von Lawler and Ian Lloyd Anderson and a few other beautiful actors, and that is quite dark as well, but it's a beautiful story, and so that's what I'm doing for the next couple of weeks in Dublin. It's nice to be around Dublin while this is happening. 71 is happening, and Love, Hate as well. It's just a nice time of the year.
A soldier?
Yeah. Everybody's looking for that boy. They don't care about you. You're just a piece of meat to them. A piece of meat.
What are we gonna do then?
I'm gonna get the gunman. And we're gonna kill him. Where is he? Tell me! Where's the soldier?
I'll be fine. Promise you.